In sports news, more tributes have continued to coming for former Super Eagles coach Shuaibu Ahmadu, who's been buried, according to Islamic rites, in his hometown Okpela, Edo State. Edo State's Governor Adams Oshomole, who joined friends and family during the burial ceremony, said Coach Ahmadu will be appreciated more now than when he was alive.
Is the country home of the former Super Eagles coach Shuaibu Ahmadu in the Ido area of Okpela in Esako East local government area of Edo State. Sympathizers converge on the compound since the news of his demise broke, and as if to confirm their worst fears, the ambulance conveying his remains from Benin City, the Edo State capital, arrives, and family members struggle to keep their emotions in check.
He's too good a man, he's too kind-hearted.
Before long, preparations for his burial commenced in line with the Islamic religion, and the governor of Edo State, Adams Oshomole, NFF Secretary General, joined his family members at a prayer led by the chief imam of Okpela. His remains is lowered into his grave. With pains etched on their faces, some sympathizers paid tributes to the departed tactician.
I think Ahmadu will be remembered and appreciated more now in death, maybe than when he lived, because he took Nigeria to the highest level in football. Whether his allowances were paid or not paid were always a matter for speculation, but his commitment to the game was never questioned. His leadership ability was never in doubt, and his accomplishments are well in our records.
We have lost one of our best hands as far as coaching career is concerned in Nigeria. This should serve as a reminder to all of us. We know, all of us, we know that we are going to die, but when it will come is what we don't know. We need to be closer to God all the time.
His family members recall the last interactions with him.
He always tells me the one thing, that I should forget the fact that he's famous, or I know that I have to work hard. He worked hard. He tried his possible best to make sure that he puts food on the table for me and my siblings.
He's just like a tree at the backyard of the house that has just fallen down, and hero has gone. But there is nothing we can do, because it's God that giveth and it's Him that taketh, and it's Him that will please us again.
Before leaving the compound, Governor Oshomole takes time out to console the mother of Coach Shuaibu and other members of his family. Considered one of the finest coaches the nation has ever produced, Shuaibu Ahmadu's resume as a football coach is outstanding. He led the defunct BCC Lions of Boko in Benue State to domestic as well as continental honors, and later moved to coach El Kanami Warriors FC, 3SC, Orlando Pirates of South Africa, as well as the nation's senior national team, the Super Eagles.
In the Nigeria Professional Football League, Wiki Tourists have maintained their lead atop the league table despite playing a goalless draw with Heartland of Owerri. Title challengers Eyimba Vaba and Enugu Rangers both suffered losses in their away fixtures, with the defending champions losing by a lone goal to Shooting Stars, while Plateau United defeated Rangers by 2-0. Rivers United beat Lagos-based team MFM FC 4-1 in Port Harcourt, while another Lagos-based team, Ikorodu United, forced Aqua United to a 1-0 draw. In other results, Sunshine Stars defeated Lobi Stars 1-0. Kano Pillars and Warri Wolves played out a 2-2 draw in Kano. To the European Championship, Croatia earlier today needed a touch of Luka Modric magic to beat Turkey 1-0 in the Euro 2016 Group D opener. Inspirational playmaker Modric puts Croatia in front with a fine volley from 25 meters that bounced in front of diving Turkey goalkeeper Volkan Babakan shortly before halftime at a tense affair at Parc des Princes. A goal from Arkadiusz Milik gave Poland a 1-0 victory over dogged Northern Ireland side in their opener in Nice. Northern Ireland failed to attempt a single shot in the first half. They're the first team without a single shot in the first half of the Euros since Italy versus the Netherlands in 2000. away from sports news, police have confirmed 50 people were killed, 53 more injured in a gay nightclub shooting in Orlando, Florida. Reports suggest the gunman called 911 before the shooting and claimed to have allegiance with ISIS. However, authorities say the killings were most likely ideologically motivated.
It has been described as the worst single shooting in U.S. history, eclipsing the 32 people killed in the 2007 massacre at Virginia Tech University. A police officer working as a security guard inside Pulse nightclub, which AHS operated in downtown Orlando since 2004, exchanged fire with the suspect at about 2 a.m. A hostage situation quickly developed, and 3 hours later, SWAT team officers used armored cars to storm the club before shooting dead the gunman, whom officials named as Omar Martin, a U.S. citizen from the Florida town of Port St. Lucie and of Afghan descent. Police said he was not on the terrorism watch list, although he was being investigated for an unrelated criminal act. The FBI, however, said he might have had leanings towards Islamic State militants. Florida Governor Rick Scott described the shooting as an act of terrorism.
It's sickening. It should make every American angry. This would ever happen anywhere in our country. The first thing you think about is you just can't imagine what these families are going through. The families are still waiting to find out what happened to their loved ones.
U.S. President Barack Obama said it was the worst mass shooting in U.S. history and that it was an act of hate. He, however, encouraged the nation not to give in to terrorists.
As we go together, we will draw inspiration from heroic and selfless acts. Friends who helped friends, took care of each other, and saved lives. In the face of hate and violence, we will love one another. We will not give in to fear or turn against each other. Instead, we will stand united as Americans to protect our people and defend our nation and to take action against those who threaten us.
A state of emergency has been declared in Orlando to enable security forces carry out more investigation.
And the main news again. Nigerians today commemorated June 12, the day in 1993 when the military regime of retired General Ibrahim Babangida annulled the presidential election, widely believed to have been won by the late Moshood Abiola. Also today, Serap asked the federal government to stand up to powerful oil companies alleged to have abused human rights of the people, residents in oil-rich Niger Delta. And the death toll in a shooting at a gay nightclub in Orlando, Florida has risen to 50. U.S. President Barack Obama has described the attack as an act of terror and hate. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.